what is cancer, and more specifically, what is breast cancer, and what are the causes of it?
Oh, that's a very good and big question. So I think basically cancer is when some cells in the body get certain mutations that makes them proliferate and also not respect the surrounding tissue. So it invades the surrounding tissue. And after a while, it can also spread to other parts of the body. So it does not only extend and enlarge where it is, but it can also, cells can it can lose cells that can go into the lymph system or the blood flow and be implanted in other parts of the body. And one little bit scary thing is that those cells are sometimes not detected. So even sometimes when you do surgery to remove it locally, there could still be some cells that can cause like metastasis years later. So it's a very kind of scary disease from that perspective, but it's also something that we have become much better at treating. So if you get breast cancer today, it's a totally different thing than if you got breast cancer 30 years ago. So the what have we improved mainly is the early detection, because I mean it doesn't spread, the first cell does not metastasize, but at some point it does. I mean it could at least. And then so early detection, to detect it as early as possible, is important, and also to perform more precise surgery. And for that they also need radiology to kind of delineate where is the tumor, if they do not remove the whole breast, as was more common before. But now the surgery has become more precise, performing partial mastectomy or lumpectomy, and then they need more precise diagnostics as well to know where it is. And after surgery, normally you get radiation and you get medical treatment and so on, and all of these different steps have been improved and kind of work together. So cancers that are detected earlier are also easier to treat, and the treatment itself has improved and so on. So that's kind of why the situation is a lot better now, but it's not it's far from perfect. So I think it's about, let's say, 20% of the women that are diagnosed with breast cancer will finally also die of breast cancer. It can take a short time or a long time.
And how important is early detection in preventing such things as you mentioned, metastasis, and all the other consequences that follow?
Yeah, so two of the most important prognostic factors, and that means like, yeah, how long will the patient survive, basically, are the size of the tumor and if it has spread to the lymph nodes. And of course, the size is related to early detection because the cancer does not like shrink of itself unless it's like super small and the immune system handles it. But when it has reached a like detectable size or a like microscopic size, it grows. So the earlier you detect it, the smaller it will be. And also at some point, it might spread to the lymph nodes, and it does not go back from that. Once it has spread, it has spread. So that's also why it's important to detect cancer early. But it's not the case that there is a certain size where it always metastasizes. So a small cancer can already have metastasized, a larger one maybe not. But as a general rule, I mean, it's related to size also. But there are two independent factors, and both are you can improve both of factors by early detection.